Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith, and in this video we're going to be taking a closer look at a bilingual parallel Bible that features not one, not two, not three, but 4 translations of the Bible. And oh yeah, they sent me 2 copies, so we're also doing a giveaway. Okay, we're going to do a review and a giveaway. This is from my friends at Editorial Vida. They are the Spanish language division of HarperCollins Christian Publishers. So you've got Zondervan, Thomas Nelson, Editorial Vida, all in the same family. I've reviewed a few of their Bibles over the years, and this one right here is a 4-part, a 4-translation parallel bilingual Bible. So you have 2 translations in English, 2 translations in Spanish. So you have the NASB. I really like this. Think about this for a second. The NASB over here and its counterpart in Spanish, the NBLA, are word-for-word formal equivalence translations of the Bible. And then over here you have the NIV and its Spanish counterpart, the NVI, which are more dynamic, thought-for-thought translations of the Bible. All 4 of those in one Bible, really beautifully laid out so you can find your way back and forth. I'm going to show it to you in a second. They did a great job with this, and I think that it makes a lot of practical sense for some different reasons. So I'm going to do an overhead video, show you everything that it has to offer. I'm going to come back and tell you why I think this is so cool and who I think it would be a good fit for. And then yes, I'm going to give you instructions on how you can enter to win this Bible. Okay, here we go. Bilingual Parallel Bible, NVI and NIV, NBLA, and NASB. There you see it even kind of tells you on the cover. I like this design work. They put it in Spanish at the top, English at the bottom. You'll see when we get inside, it kind of follows that theme. So really nice bluish teal color scheme. All the information here on the back about what we have going on in this Bible. The size of this is basically like a study Bible size. It is 6 1/4 inches wide, it is 9 1/4 inches tall, and it's about 2 inches thick. So if you have kind of a classic study Bible, you will be able to kind of know what the size is. Let me open this up for you. Get a couple blank sheets, that same title page as the cover. Here's your copyright page. Look how full that is, because you have the copyright information for 4 different translations of the Bible in there. And then you have over here a contents page, so it has both Spanish and English. The preface to the NVI is in Spanish. The preface to the NIV is in English. Same thing with the NBLA and the NASB. So you get the Old Testament title page for all 4 translations, the Genesis title page for all 4 translations, and then let me get to the very first page. Open this up. So Genesis 1:1. There you go. Boom. 4 different translations of the Bible. Spanish across the top, English across the bottom, the parallel one. So up here, I'll tell you the very top corner, NVI, Genesis 1 in the NVI. So there you have the Spanish edition of the Bible. They didn't say what the size of this typeface is, but it looks to me like it's like an 8 or maybe an 8.5. Then down here, right below it, very bottom there, NIV, Genesis 1. So on the left page, you're going to have the text in the NVI on the left top, and on the bottom, the NIV. Same thing on the right page, you're going to have the MBLA, which is Spanish, and the NASB, the parallel translation in English. So I'll show you that up there. MBLA Genesis, down there at the bottom, NASB Genesis. So there's what it looks like. All of these go right to verse 30. They're not word for word ending on the same word, but they're ending on the same verse. So you can kind of keep track. So you see chapter 2, chapter 2, chapter 3. It all kind of flows straight through. And y'all, that's the way that this works. It's literally, you're going to get different typefaces too. I'll note that. You're getting the NIV typeface, Comfort Prints over here, and the NASB Comfort Prints over there. So it's got you can feel the difference when you're looking between it, which is one of the cool things about my friends at 2K Denmark did a different typeface for each one of the translations that are under the HarperCollins Christian Publishers umbrella. And so if you were just picking it up, your eyes, maybe even like almost like without you knowing it, it will understand that you're reading a different translation of the Bible because the typeface is different if you're actually going back and forth. And again, what I like about this is you can use this in a couple of ways. Parallel Spanish to English on both sides of the page, both page, and then parallel functional equivalence translation to formal equivalence translation. Does that make sense? So if you're just reading in Spanish, you can come in here and you can read the NVI, which is a more dynamic functional equivalence translation, more thought for thought, and compare it to the the MBLA, a more word for word formal equivalence translation. Same thing on the bottom with the NIV and the NASB. Or you can just say, I'm going to read from the MBLA and compare it to the English. So you can do all of that. You can do one or the other. I think it's a really cool, interesting way to do that. So if you're trying to compare translations or want a Bible that has that two different translations on the spectrum, this does that. And then it really is a bonus because if you're working back and forth between English and Spanish, you get that as well. So a really unique tool for those of you out there. In here we get the New Testament introduction, and then you'll see here once I open into the New Testament that it is a red letter Bible. So the red accents kind of juxtaposed against the black accents. Looks nice. Everywhere in the Old Testament is black letter, but here in the New Testament we get red letter. Pretty consistent, straightforward. Again, you're going to notice the different typefaces, and then you're going to kind of, once you start to use this a little bit, I think you'll really get used to the parallel format and how that works. At the very end of the Bible, I don't think they give us any kind of bonus materials other than tables of weights and measures. So yeah, the text ends. It's a 2,535 page Bible, so it's a big, thick Bible. But again, 4 translations, table of weights and measures in Spanish and English, and then the Spanish and English notes regarding the different typefaces that they use, as I talked about from 2K Denmark. Really interesting, unique way to study the Bible. So there you have it, the bilingual parallel Bible from Editorial Vita. This turned out really great. Now my question is this Bible right for you? If you are bilingual, yes, I think it's great because you get 2 translations, you get both the English and the Spanish, and a design that's really easy to flow back and forth, and you get both sides of the translation spectrum. I think that's a really cool option. Also, if you are in ministry where you are working with people who speak one of these other languages, and maybe you don't, or you only speak it a little bit. So if you speak English, but there are a lot of people in your community, in your ministry that speak Spanish, this is an awesome tool. Vice versa, if Spanish is your primary language, but you also need to have English, this is a really awesome tool. So I'm going to put links in the video description to where you can purchase one of these, but I'm also going to give one of them away. And in order to enter to win this Bible, you have to do 3 things. 1, subscribe to my channel. You have to click that subscribe button, become a subscriber. 2, like this video. Just click the like button. That's all you have to do. Number 3, leave a comment. And I want you to leave a comment and let me know if you win this Bible, what you're going to do, how you're going to make the most of using this Bible on a day in and day out basis. So subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave me a comment. If you do those things, you will be entered to win. Stay tuned for another video coming soon on my channel where I will tell you who the winner of this Bible is. I'll probably give it about a week or so. Watch out for scammers. I say this on all my giveaway videos. I will not hop in the comments and tell you that you have won, to send me a message or to send me any money. This is totally free. I will send it to you no matter where you are. You don't have to pay a single thing, and I will not hop in the comments and tell you that you've won and tell you to contact me that way. Wait for the winner's video. I will announce it then. So you got to check back on the channel to see when that happens. But thanks to my friends at Editorial Vita for sending me this. I love the way that it turned out. Again, there will be links in the video description if you want to check it out online, see what the prices are. I'll also post some photos on my social media accounts, so please come find me on Instagram and Facebook. This was a lot of fun. I'll see you next time.